Hi everybody, my name is Rachel and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing how to get started with homeschooling and teaching preschool, kindergarten, and first grade. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys the curriculum that we use and the materials that we use and that I highly recommend. If you want to just skip ahead to the portion of the video that I talk about the curriculum and the materials, I will timestamp that down below in the description and you can move forward to that portion of the video. First, I want to start off by encouraging you all. My husband and I made the decision to homeschool our children, and honestly, so far it has been the best decision that we have made for our children. Just know that we all start off a bit worried and unsure of the unknown. We all want the best for our children, and we want to make sure that we are making the best decision for them and their futures. We want to make sure that we are going to give them the same opportunity as a child going in public school would have, and we also want to make sure and be confident that we are equipped enough to teach them everything that they are going to need to know to prepare them for their future and the life skills that they are going to need as adults. Those are natural feelings that all of us go through. But just know, once you make that firm decision that you are going to homeschool, it gets much easier. You'll at least have that peace and not be wrestling with, should I do it? Should I not do it? You may already have that decision made, and that is honestly half the battle there in the beginning. Everything else can be modified, and through time, you will learn as you go, and things will get easier, I promise you. There is no better teacher for your child than you. You know your child better than anyone else. You know their natural talents, their abilities, their interests, and what makes them them. You have their best interests at heart. You hear their heart. So naturally, you'll be able to nurture their talents, their abilities, their interests, the things that they just absolutely love, and help them have a love for learning, because learning ultimately should be enjoyable and fun. And honestly, kids love to learn. They do. They naturally have a curiosity. They're always asking questions. They're always learning. They're learning every day from you already. I believe by them being at home with you, learning how to run a household, what it's like paying bills, how it is to run a household doing the chores, the cleaning, the cooking, what it's like to run errands, having to go to the post office, speaking with the postal workers, going grocery shopping, talking to the grocery workers. Just that alone will be teaching your child so much more than what they would be learning while they're in school. They are going to have not very many surprises on when they are adults to say, hey, I don't even know how to run a household. No, they'll already be ahead of the game and knowing what it takes to adult and to do just everyday life, because they are going to be learning all throughout the years on how to do that, all those very important life skills with you, all along with their homeschooling and schooling subjects that they need to know as well. So I feel that they will have an even bigger opportunity as opposed to being in public school all day long. It's also nice to have the flexibility to be able to do things like going camping, traveling, learning as, wherever you're at. You can also do fun things like field trips. And, there's just so many opportunities that your child is going to have. You could also be worried at times, in the beginning, how am I going to get organized enough, scheduled enough? How are we going to build this routine? In the beginning, that will be a little bit difficult, but you'll figure that out. We all naturally have a routine and a schedule, even when you don't even realize it. You pretty much get up around the same time for the most part. Get up, have breakfast, or do a morning routine before you have breakfast, have lunch, start to make dinner, eat dinner, what you do after you eat dinner. So we all have some type of a routine and schedule that we do on autopilot, basically, without even realizing it. So just try at different times whatever works out best for you. You will figure it out. Don't be worried. Don't be hard on yourself. You will figure it out all throughout time, and things will naturally fall into a rhythm and into a schedule and will be so much easier through time. I read a book called The Unhurried Homeschooler, which I highly recommend, and I'm actually reading it for the second time right now. I'm like on the second to the last chapter. Just like the title, Unhurried Homeschooler, there is no rush. With homeschooling, that is the beauty of homeschooling, is there's no rush. Your child doesn't need to know X, Y, and Z by a certain date, by a certain age, by a certain grade level. No, all children have their own unique styles of learning. They all learn at their own different pace, and there is absolutely no rush for them to have to know everything by a certain time. So don't feel pressured in that way. It's so easy to become pressured, but honestly, your children will learn everything that they need to know. You have got this. Each family's homeschooling is unique and it falls into their own rhythm. Some families like to go traveling a lot. Some families enjoy hiking a lot. Some families are readers. Some families like to go camping. Homeschooling will fit right into that. So it fits right into your lifestyle, right into your schedule, and it's just so wonderful to homeschool. It just helps you build your family up. It's just a way of your family coming together, learning together, doing life together, having this extra time that you can spend together. These years, your children grow up so fast, the years go by so fast, and this way you're able to just have your children that much more and able to just be with them and enjoy them. It's nothing that you're going to look back on and say, you know, I totally regret doing this. I regret the time that I had to spend with them. Like it's just really honestly a beautiful thing, and that is one of the things I absolutely really love about it. All right, so now for what we use. Use what you have and what you can afford. You can always get more stuff as you go along, and you can get secondhand stuff as well. As you see here behind me in my homeschooling room, here in our dining room, we have 2 IKEA shelves, and I believe we got them, either somebody was throwing them out or we got them off of OfferUp, and it also comes with the desk. But my point is that it was very cheap or possibly free, and so there's a lot of great things out there that you can use that fit into your budget. Not everything has to be brand new. And some of the stuff you have already. Markers, crayons, colored pencils are great to have. Coloring books. We also really enjoy paint. We enjoy painting. So you can get some paint brushes for very affordable, either on Amazon or at Walmart. I have gotten my paints for both on Amazon and at Walmart. And so that's a lot of fun to have. Also, I highly recommend getting some printer paper to draw and to just, you know, be creative with it. And also line paper. The line paper for the alphabet and the letters and just writing, that I believe I got at the dollar store. And you know, there's a lot of really affordable things. It's important to have some glue sticks, some glue, some scissors, and these are a lot of things that you can get at the dollar store. Also at Walmart, they go on sale once it is getting close to school time starting, and also like at the end when like everybody has pretty much bought up all the school stuff, everything goes on sale. So you can get a lot of your stuff on sale and have it for the next year or just have it for that year. I recommend getting a study basket. We have our study basket. We got it at the dollar store, and this way you can have everything just organized in a basket that you can get all your lesson materials out. I also have a basket for our markers, our color pencils, and some crayons. And also we use a whiteboard. It's really nice to have a whiteboard. We actually use it quite a bit. So I also like keep the markers and some wet erase markers. These are things that are really nice to have, and honestly that we use quite a bit. Also just some regular pencils are great. A pencil sharpener, invest in a good pencil sharpener. I really like ours. It runs by battery. It's really nice to use and it's portable. You can take it wherever you're going, and so that's what's nice about it. Also, it's good to have a designated area that you do your schooling on the norm. We do ours here in the dining room. And you could also be creative. You can do schooling at the library. You can do things in your backyard, your schooling. If you have a backyard, you can also do schooling at the park, you know, just wherever you want to be creative. But it's best to have a designated area that you know when it's time to do schooling, your kids are able to just switch that learning button on and know it's time for school. We're in our schoolroom, and it just works the best that way. I highly recommend counting bears. They are so awesome. They are so much fun. The kids absolutely love using them. We use them to learn our colors, counting, math. There's even really fun activities that they have out there. I have had these for a while. They are from either Pinterest or Etsy. A lot of the times I find things on Pinterest, and then it takes me over to Etsy where people have their shop where you can purchase things from them. And it's a lot of fun to use these. The bears come in a really nice pouch with different cups that you can color coordinate everything, a little grabber. I also added in some dice and a sand timer. Oh, and it also comes with a little bear dice too. So you can be creative, make up games with it, and they are so much fun. We honestly like them so much that I'm gonna get a second set. There's another set that I saw a while back on Amazon, and it has large bears and small bears, and this way we could just have more opportunities to play more games, be more creative with them. And it also has like a board game that you're able to, play a little game with. So you can be as creative as possible with these little bears, and they are a lot of fun, honestly. And back to mentioning Pinterest, you can find so many ideas on there if you just want to be a little bit creative, want to do something out of the ordinary, something fun. You can find a lot of ideas on Pinterest with materials that you can get that you probably have already around the house, or things that you can get at the dollar store. So that's a lot of fun. I found my busy binders there on Pinterest, and once again, it takes me to Etsy where I have purchased them, and they are so much fun to have busy binders. I just buy from Walmart the 3-ring binders and print them out. The best investment I made was buying a printer. It was a very good investment, a really good printer. And this way I'm able to print out everything that I want to, everything that I need. It's just absolutely, I love having a printer. So I printed out everything for the busy binders, then I laminate them. It's really good to have. I highly recommend getting a laminator. You can find one for very inexpensive. I got one from Amazon. I believe it was somewhere between $13 to $20. I will link everything that I'm talking about down below in the description, so you can take a look at everything that I'm talking about and see if it's something that you're interested in. But I laminate them, and then after laminating them, I then use a paper cutter to cut a lot of the stuff. It just makes things a lot faster to have a paper cutter than having to cut everything by scissors. Some of the stuff I still have to cut by scissors, but having a paper cutter is great. After that, I take some of the stickies. I have some Velcro stickies, and this way it keeps everything organized, everything together, and just makes everything so much easier to use. And the kids love busy binders. They are so much fun, and they're just a very creative, fun way to learn. Like I said, we want to make school and learning fun, and it absolutely by all means can be fun for a very affordable price. You'll also want to do read alouds. We have just finished a small little chapter book, and reading a chapter book was a lot of fun. Our kids are 5, 2, and 3 months, but my 5-year-old and 2-year-old, they absolutely loved listening to the chapter book. A good way to get your child to just really be engaged in listening is to have them sit down and color or draw while you're reading, and you might not think that they're listening, but they are absolutely listening and really enjoying it. It is free to give books from the library, so that is something that you'll want to do as well, is just give books. Books are so much fun. We have a lot of like little reading books that we get from there, and then the chapter books that we get. That's another resource that you can use. And just going to the library in general is a lot of fun. We do also story time. They have story time there either 2 times a week, and sometimes they have like an extra craft day, and that is a lot of fun. It's free, it's enjoyable. We sing songs, we have a story read to us, and sometimes there's crafts. So, and then there's playtime before and after. So it's just also fun to just get out with the kids and do that and have them playing with other kids. And if you're worried that your kids are not going to be socializing enough with other children, don't worry. There's things like co-op groups. They can do co-op groups, but just know that they're socializing. They're socializing with you every day. If you have more than one child, they're socializing with each other. If you go to church, they're socializing there. When you're out and about at the store, just like wherever we're at, our kids are learning social skills, which is even more important. There are free printout type lessons on education.com is one of the apps that we have used and that we still use. And there's also a paid version that you can use for that. Right now, we're not paying for that version. We are using the free version. So that's something that you can use as well. We do pay for the app Reading Eggs, and that is a lot of fun. It's just fun games teaching the kids how to read. And I believe we pay like $10.80 for that. Activity books, you can find those at the dollar store, at Walmart, on Amazon, and those are also fun to use. We started off with those when Mila was like 3, and she really enjoyed those, and they were fun. So that's something that you can use as well and get started with, and the kids have fun and enjoy doing them. As for the curriculum that we use The Good and the Beautiful, and it is a curriculum that we absolutely love. I just can't say enough good things about them. I researched for hours and hours and hours as to what curriculum we were going to be using, and after doing that, we decided The Good and the Beautiful was totally for us. It is so much fun to do. I enjoy it. My daughter enjoys it. We love doing it together. It's just a lot of fun. It's not something that you have to sit there and plan ahead your lessons. Like, the lessons are already there for you. The lessons are enjoyable. It has beautiful illustration. It's just honestly a really great curriculum. My daughter already finished her pre-K level for the language arts, and now we're in the level K for that. She had so much fun doing it. And for the math, we are in level K, and it's a lot bigger book than the language arts was, so we're still going through it. But honestly, it is so much fun. It comes with a beautiful little wooden box, and it has little wooden cars, some counting sticks, some dice. It has also little pegs to play a game. So it has games. Like, it's just a really fun, hands-on, creative way of learning. And honestly, kids learn the best way with hands-on. It's just a really fun experience for all of us. Mila also finished her writing book, her first writing book, and now we're on to the second writing book, and she's really excited for that. She just couldn't even wait to get started with it, and so we're very, very happy about that. With both levels of the language arts, it comes with books, so she's already learning how to read, which is so exciting. It's exciting just to see her light up as she's learning how to read. And the new one comes with a book too, so that's a lot of fun. And it also comes with some phonics cards. So if you want to look further into the good and the beautiful, there's lots of stuff out there, a lot of videos out there, and I really think that you'll really enjoy it. Just know that you don't have to be schooling all day with your kids. Start off with 15 minutes, a half an hour, an hour. We school about an hour 4 times a week. As long as their attention span is there, you'll know, and you can gradually go up a little bit more and more as they get older and as time goes on. But even with an hour spent with them, it is honestly that one-on-one time is so much more than in a public school setting where it's one teacher to 15, 25, 30 children. It's honestly, they're learning so much more. They truly are. And then don't forget all the life skills that they're learning on a day-to-day basis doing them with you. So they are learning so much all the time. I do also want to mention real quick that there are teacher discounts out there available to you. I will leave down in the description the link to a website where you can print off some teacher IDs and also student IDs for your children, and you can just provide your ID at places like Michael's, and they do have discounts. So that's really nice. Just know, with prayer and a little bit of support, whether if you have support or not, just know that God is in your corner, and I'm there for you. If you have any questions or concerns or just want some encouragement, hey, I'm here. I got you. You are not alone. If you got anything helpful out of this video, it would really help me out if you gave this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe down below, leave a comment, and share with a friend. Thank you so much, and God bless, and I love you guys. Bye.